The carbon tax was introduced by the BC Liberals and first took effect in 2008. Now the NDP and Liberals are at odds about where the money from the tax should go.
If you've filled up in BC, you've paid towards the provincial carbon tax. On every litre of gasoline, motorists pay 21 cents provincial tax. That includes 14.5 cents for the motor fuel tax, plus 6.7 cents for carbon tax. Some say it disproportionately affects people in the north.
We use, as we travel along our highways in the north, we are probably greater consumers of fuel. So in fact there is a concern about the equity of the carbon tax. I think people do want, though, to have a government that's a leader in environmental sustainability, so we're trying to find a balance here.
The local BC Liberal candidates Shirley Bond and Mike Morris are raising the alarm. They say the NDP are planning to use the tax to help the Lower Mainland.
Yesterday, we heard the NDP say that they were going to take parts of the carbon tax and actually apply it to transportation improvements in the Lower Mainland. That's simply unacceptable to me as a northerner, as someone who believes we need to see more of the revenue generated here in northern BC coming back this way.
It's interesting that she says that we're using to fund in the Lower Mainland when actually we've got priorities that are identified here in the north.
The NDP says there are more effective ways of using the tax than what's been done by the BC Liberal government.
It actually hasn't gone to fund green initiatives, solutions for climate change, or regional transit. And in fact, our plan is that we're going to support those things, particularly for people in the north.
Ogasawara says the NDP plans to expand the activities covered under the carbon tax. Meanwhile, the BC Liberals have frozen the tax.
We're also going to be taxing venting emissions. So these are the corporate emissions and versus consumers who are hardest hit by this but aren't the actual emitters.
We've made a commitment actually to freeze the carbon tax for 5 years, and we're going to freeze personal income tax increases as well.
A local expert on climate change solutions says he's pleased to see major parties talking about the tax.
The carbon tax is the only proven thing to effectively reduce greenhouse gases straight away. So we're very big proponents of the carbon tax, and we're very happy to hear 3 of the 4 political parties want to keep it.
The BC Conservatives say they would work to phase out the carbon tax if elected. Aileen Machel, CKPG News.